This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody,
What a
today,
podcast.
you're going to be
What a
treated.
treat for you.
You are going to be treated from head to toe. Talking about toes, we're going to talk to people who are either obsessed with feet, they think they're sexy AF, or they're repulsed by feet.
You're going to love it.
There's a lot of foot talk, and it's
There is.
brilliant.
We catch up with the guy who started a bank. His name's Dave Fishwick, and then they made a movie about him called Bank of Dave.
Sean Darcy joins us for a chat. He's been injured, but we can see what he's been up to get his body back and firing.
And we talk about top hats, bowler hats, and Justin Langer's two favourite balls.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
On Nova 937.
6:04, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Oh, it's nice.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Pinch.
Oh,
Adam,
punch. I didn't put my back into
look at
it.
you
Nor did
guys.
I. But he's
didn't
crying.
Oh, yeah,
Wipe the
I'm saying
tears
that.
away.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I
First of the
punched
month,
you.
first day of
My
winter,
kindergarten kids.
everybody.
You're a
It's
father.
happening.
I don't want to kill you.
That's good. Thank
Sean,
you.
how are you
Thank
going?
Think
First
about-
day of winter, you get cold, so you'd be sad.
Wearing pants today. Second day in a row.
Congratulations.
It's been the change.
Yeah. It's usually
wears pants
just
now?
usually just balls out.
Yeah.
I had a thing with Harry, but he was wearing pants the last couple of days and I wasn't. Now he's showing off his legs, so okay.
Harry's got the shorts out, first day of winter. Woohoo.
When did the longest days start happening again, Nat? Because we got a few shorties in a row, didn't we?
So,
What?
what are you talking about? The longest day?
The longer days.
The longer
And we
day.
have a
Okay,
real-
so a little bit later this month, about the 21st, 22nd, we will have the solstice, which is the shortest day of the year, and then they start to get longer again.
Okay.
It's a system that's been in place for quite a while.
Don't you
Any
look at me
more
like that.
super boring questions
How
to
many
ask
people
anyone?
walked in the other day? We had Sasha Glasgow saying how dark it is in
Yeah.
the morning. You mentioned how the days are shorter. Just throwing it out there, team.
Oh, right. We'll bring it up every half hour because it's so interesting. It's going to be a good show.
Hey, we've got Dave, the Dave from the Bank of Dave, the guy that started the bank himself. Dave Fishwick's going to be joining us. You're going to hear that chat after 8 o'clock.
Justin Langer's going to join us. He's
Ooh,
going
yes,
over
please.
to cover the World Test Championship.
We would want to move to a dimension where every day of our life we do about damn time and give people Lizzo tickets. The competition rounds just bring so much joy to us.
They
Yes.
do. They
Yes.
really
Yeah,
do.
you have to name 5 things in 5 seconds. You go, oh, that's pretty easy. Why don't you hear the categories? They're not hard. The categories aren't hard.
When you think about it, but you don't have a lot of thinking time, so you got to have your wits
Anyway,
about you.
that's happening and cannot wait.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Oh, I reckon it'd be a hotel staycation for me.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel. Last quarter. Sensational play.
Be there to cheer on the home team from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
All right, up for grabs. 2 premium Bankwest best seats, 2 Saturdays match between West Coast and the Pies. And that's, fancy seats, food and drinks. Nice. Get you through.
You have to get through 4 questions, 4 quarters. Last man standing. Daniela, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Daniela.
All right, Daniela, have you got your wits about you? You know a lot of stuff. These are general knowledge questions.
Yeah, maybe. We'll
Right.
see.
Sweetheart. It's light on the knowledge, heavy on the general. You'll be fine.
Now, in the first quarter, Daniela, you're going to be up against David from how do you say that? How do you say your suburb?
Original?
That is Marigina.
Marigina. Oh, my God. I said something right after reading it.
Where is
That's
that?
amazing.
Where's Marigina?
What's that, sorry?
Where is Marigina?
It's out like the back of Wanneroo sort of way.
Yeah,
towards
yeah, cool.
Outback Splash.
I did learn a while back.
I know it well.
I did learn a while back that when a suburb ends with up, it's near water.
Water,
yeah.
Are you near water?
Is he Outback Splash?
Backsplash.
Not really.
Outback splash.
So, yes. All right. And so, Daniela and Dave, there is a question to get you through the first quarter. If you know the answer, buzz in with your name. You get it right, you're through to the second quarter. Get it wrong, you're out. Let's test your buzzers, Daniela.
Daniela.
Bit
David.
of a delay there, Daniela.
David.
Sorry, I'll say Danny.
Danny, okay.
Danny.
Okay, we'll test it again. Danny.
Danny.
Lovely. David.
David.
Working well.
All right.
First quarter question.
Here we go. In AFL, a team not scheduled to play on a given weekend is said to be on a...
Danny.
Yes, Danny.
Bye.
Danny. Second Bye, David.
Jeez, why curious?
Your second quarter opponent is Brendan from Brabham. Morning, Brendan.
Morning, everyone. How are you?
Good, Brendan.
Good, buddy.
Are you ready to win, Brendan?
We'll give it a crack.
All right, let's test your buzzer, Brendan.
Brendan.
Brendan. Okay. He's a pirate.
Brendan Archie.
Guys, who do you think's going to win this round?
I think Danny.
Yeah.
You think Danny? No faith in Brendan.
No, I've got lots of faith in Brendan, but Danny just... Oh, mate. She can't
Jeez, Brendan.
ring.
Everyone thinks you suck, Brendan. Here's your question for the second quarter. In the lyrics of Leslie Gore's hit song, It's My Party, what will she do if she wants to?
Danny.
Yes, Danny.
Cry.
Yes, Danny. Bye, Brendan.
Wow, Brendan, everyone's right.
It's not often.
We're through to the third quarter. Your opponent, Danny, is Kelly from Gosnells. Morning, Kel.
Morning.
Hi,
All
Kelly.
right, Kelly. Let's test your buzzer. Kelly.
Kelly.
Working well.
Kelly, you're going to go really well, all
Third
right?
quarter of the last quarter.
Okay. Your question. Name an AFL football team that has a common domestic animal as its
Danny.
mascot. Yes, Danny.
Kelly.
Danny.
The Cats.
Yes, Danny.
Geelong Cats.
Yes, Danny.
Oh, you can keep going if you
Go,
want,
Danny.
Go, Danny.
All
Go,
right.
Danny, through to the fourth quarter. All right, thanks for playing, Kelly. Danny, you'll be taking on Shannon from Harrisdale. Morning, Shannon.
Morning.
Wow.
Shannon.
Here we
Yeah.
are at
Yes,
the grand
mate.
final.
We are. Shannon, this is the last quarter of the last quarter.
Yeah,
you know
win
what
this.
you know what you have to do?
Win it.
I have to try and beat Danny, but
Yeah, I know, she's tough. She's a tough opponent.
I know.
All right, Shannon, let's test your buzzer. Shannon.
Shannon.
Working well.
Danny's like good enough to do that fast
Yeah.
round on Sale of the Century.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Whoo, here we go, team. Question. Who is set to become the 31st Premier of Western Australia?
Danny.
Danny.
Roger Cook.
Danny. Start to finish.
She never gave anybody a chance.
Danny. Oh, you've won 2 premium Bankwest Best Seats for Saturday's match between West Coast and the Pies. So nice seats, food and drink, the whole
Thank
shebang.
My hubby will be happy.
Danny.
Can I just say, I feel like if I was to go to the shops today and pick up something and say to the sales assistant how much of this, he'll Danny.
Yeah, and she'll know.
She'll answer.
And she'll know for sure. Got you. Why are you so up and about this early in the morning, Danny? What are you doing?
I stupidly went to the gym at 5 o'clock this morning, so I've just come out of the gym, so I'm pumped.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah, okay.
okay.
Get the brain operational.
Yeah. Next up, she's going to rub coffee in her eyes. Just be ready for the day. Alert, alert, alert.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Quentin Tarantino. Remember this?
Amazing movies. Pulp Fiction, you think about. Yeah. John Travolta dancing
Uma Thurman
demon.
was so sexy doing that twist.
Yeah.
She was.
It's quite a body
But
of
how
work,
cool
isn't
was
it?
John Travolta back then? Like,
Yeah, well, that was
the thing
the
that-
resurgence. for
Yes.
him.
yeah, just nowhere.
Because he'd gone away and we
Yeah.
all forgot about him.
Yep.
And he comes back and he did that. It was amazing. Well, Quentin Tarantino, he apparently likes going to strip clubs.
Yeah, strip. What?
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Okay.
Sean can't imagine that.
No.
A strip club
been
manager
ages.
has said that Quentin came in one time and he reviewed the CCTV footage afterwards when they take them into the little back room to see what went down.
Okay.
And apparently, allegedly, Quentin Tarantino splashed out $10,000
Whoa.
That's some Tarantino money.
to lick a woman's feet.
What?
He said, now they've walked in, the article says that he requested a VIP room.
That's great.
Is that licking?
No,
Is
but
that definitely
you'll
licking?
understand why, Harry. Play that, because that is, you'll understand why, because this is actually audio of what happened.
This sounds like when my dog is eating the cat food. This is what exactly what it sounds like.
It is actually a grab of a dog. It's a dog licking something. So he requested a VIP room and the company of a dancer with the biggest, and then it's got
Biggest?
T, then it's got T, and then 3 asterisks. What do you think they are?
Oh, okay.
Toes?
Yeah.
So he went into a secured room and he's sitting down. She's about to do a little, thing.
Lap dance?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he gets up and then he sort of like, like sexily pushes her back. Well, sexy for him. Pushes her back onto the seat. Then he takes her boots off one by one, both shoes, then starts licking the bottoms of her feet and sucking her toes. He's It's claimed the licking lasted about half an hour of just full-blown licking.
That's a lot of licking.
That's a lot
Like
of
half an hour of
You'd be so
constant
thirsty
licking.
by the end of that.
You don't get a blister on your tongue. By the end of it, the stripper's feet, I quote, looked like when you take a bubble bath, like prunes. He
Licked them
sucked
that
and
much?
licked her friend's feet that they
got pruny.
They got wrinkled.
Oh, my
That's
God.
fundamentally wrong.
Quentin.
Ruby, we're going to need you in here. Thank you. So this is the thing. There are two cancers. There's people that are indifferent to feet. I'm indifferent to feet.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Whatever.
Yeah, they're
then
feet.
there's
They're
people
feet,
like
they get you
Brenton
around.
that love feet. And we know this from OnlyFans.
Yes.
You can set up an OnlyFans account about feet. Your feet can be rank and there is an audience out there ready to go.
We've been talking about it a lot,
Yeah.
particularly with.
Oh, yeah, even
people in
like
this room.
years ago, I posted a picture because I wore different coloured shoes to work one time, and I posted a picture of it because it's funny because I wore odd shoes. And somebody said, "Oh, can you send me more pictures of your feet?"
It's
and I'm like,
so-
I don't even have nice feet.
I don't even
like,
get.
what's wrong with
Did you
you?
take the $100 he was offering?
I don't even get I don't even get it. I don't get
I don't
why
get
a foot is so sexy.
A friend of mine explained it to me, and it's something to do with neurologically. There's a connection between sexual arousal and appreciation of feet in some people. Like their areas are very close to one another, so there's overlapping stuff.
There's some
I don't
wiring
know.
that goes into
I
the
don't
wrong
get it.
box.
It's not for me.
Hey, you know what? I will take any explanation because if that floats your boat, I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, you know
It's
what?
pretty harmless.
I mean, like it's the opposite end of your head.
Yeah,
which
it's not
is
hurting
weird.
anyone.
But then there are other people that cannot stand feet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like literally won't let them
yeah.
touch them. They won't look at them. They might
Cover your feet.
Even their beloved, they don't want their beloved, their life partner's feet touching them in bed.
Yeah.
Like, it horrifies them.
Ruby.
Where do you sit on the spectrum?
I am like obsessed with feet, so I have a foot obsession. Yeah, if
So
you're wearing,
girls' feet or boys' feet?
Just
Any
feet in general,
Any
yeah,
feet. So
any
you like
feet.
to look at a good foot.
yeah, I like to look at a good foot. Like if you're wearing open-toed shoes, I'm staring at your foot. I will judge it in 5 seconds, and then it might make me off you as a person. Like,
So when you're looking at feet, right? Are you
Yeah.
just admiring them like as an art piece, or do they get a little bit of a
makes a good
stirring
foot?
inside it? Do they make
sometimes there's a bit of a stir.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
From a foot.
Yeah.
So what makes a good one? Is it do you like a high arch? Is it obviously a
I'm
good
not really looking at the
pedicure?
arch. I'm quite like fixated on the toes. Yeah.
So do you like a long thick toe? What do you like? Do you like a thick toe? Do you like a finger toe?
I hate like big toes that are like big, and if you've got like
the hair on the knuckles.
no, thanks.
What about if the second toe's longer than the big toe? How do you feel about
That
that?
happens.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I've kind of got that a little bit, but not really. My feet are pretty sexy. But yeah, no, feet kind of do turn me
Self-assessed.
on. And I love getting a pedicure. I'm very foot proud.
Are you OnlyFans
joking.
foot proud? Would you think
Well, no,
there's an opportunity?
I've been talking about it lately, and I might.
Just
I
to
think-
supplement the income.
Yeah.
So, Ruby,
Gotta.
currently you're single, you're on the scene, ready to mingle everyone. But if you were to come across a guy that therefore has the same liking as feet, would you allow him to spend half an hour down on your feet?
Yes.
Would you? If Quentin Tarantino offered you
Yeah.
$10,000.
Would you?
Yeah,
And would you enjoy that, do you think?
I don't know. Half an hour's quite a
They'd
long
just
time.
be wet.
Half an hour's
Yeah.
a long time.
It is a
isn't
long time.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
I like to
two
grab
wet
it,
feet.
you know,
Would you-
squeeze my toe.
Do you
yeah.
kiss him after that, after he's licked your feet for
Yeah.
half an
Wait,
hour?
after he's got like a mouthful
Well,
of
I
your
get a
foot.
pedicure before. I'd make sure my foot's
her
really
feet are
clean.
clean.
Wouldn't you
She's
just have
clean
like a little tin of extra next to there? Just pop a mint in.
So
When you're in the throes, you just carry on, don't you?
Yeah.
when it's winter, do you get a bit sad because people's feet are a bit more covered
Good
up?
question,
You can't
Matt.
see them.
Yeah, although
Yeah.
I love socks, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
All
to
right.
stop right there.
Okay.
People
Go
we
right
want
on.
to talk to you.
We
Well,
want
thank
to
you,
talk to people about feet. We want to speak to people that love feet. And we want to speak to people that cannot stand feet.
Yeah.
All right? We don't want to speak to the in-betweens. You're boring.
No.
We're going to give somebody $200 cash.
Whoa.
I know. Imagine how many foot OnlyFans accounts you can follow with that.
Access, yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
right.
much the subscriptions
I
are. How
don't
much
know.
are they, Sean?
Mine. I'm thinking just over $100.
All right. Do you have very strong feelings either way about feet? Hit us up. No kink shaming around here.
No.
We are asking about people that have very strong feelings either way about feet because we know some love them and some hate them.
Let your feet flag fly. Sam used to work at a shoe shop, Sam.
Yeah, so I used to work at Zomp, amazing shoe shop.
Okay, yeah, no, mate, go on.
Yeah, I have to name him because, all the Zomp girls out there listening.
Hey, Zomps.
There was a guy who would call all the stores and really go into detail about his wife and and this lingerie that he's bought her, and he needs matching shoes, and then would make the girls try on shoes while he was on the phone and be like, how do they feel?
Oh, so he's not even seeing it.
Seeing it, what an imagination.
And then so he'd come in before. We weren't sure if it was the same guy, but there was a guy who'd come in.
Yep.
And same story. He just bought lingerie for his wife, and he wants to buy her a sexy pair of shoes. And oh, you're about the same size as her. Do you mind trying these on?
What a coincidence!
Right?
Yeah.
Can I say that guy
in lingerie?
That guy that was calling the store, that was a hands-free call, wasn't it?
Well, I know whenever he'd call, he was disappointed when I picked him up.
Sorry, mate. Put one of these on.
Craig's in Baldarvis. Morning, Craig.
Good morning.
Hey, Craig.
Strong feelings about feet, Craig?
Yeah, I've got the opposite. I've got a bad childhood growing up, a bit traumatised. So my nan used to get us to massage her feet.
Oh.
And after many, many years of massaging feet, back then it was a whole 20 cents, which you could get a nice bag of lollies for.
Yes.
And then I met my wife, and she loved getting her feet massaged. And the first time she asked me, I gave her the story. I said, look, I'm sorry, I just can't. So now she pays our daughter to massage the feet instead.
I mean, did your wife offer you a bag of lollies to do it?
Yeah.
Because that might have got you across the line.
That was probably the deal. She probably didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig,
the money would get you.
I connect with your story, Craig. My nana didn't used to pay me to to play with her feet, but you know when a nana raises her arm and she's got the excess
bingo
skin,
wings.
the bingo wings. And then when they get old, it's like an empty sleeping bag. My nana would give me me and my brother 50 cents, and we would just slap her bingo wings.
So they'd just be flapping in the wind.
She enjoyed her bingo wings being slapped, or not slapped like hard, just like like so they would swing.
Yes.
Yeah.
She liked her bingo wings to swing.
Like one of those.
50 cents.
Like 50 cents. Like one of those executive toys on a desk.
Yes, Natalie.
Yeah, just swinging away. Yeah. Thank you, Craig. Simone's in Lansdale. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Simone.
Great show, guys.
Thank you.
Have you got some insight, Simone?
Look, I'll tell you, I just want to set a scene. So I'm 50. Yes,
Yep.
I've just turned 50.
Congratulations.
I'm on the single scene. Thank you. I'm still alive. I'm on the single scene. I do take very good care of my feet because, let me tell you, the men of Perth love feet.
Really?
Tell me.
And what they love even more, and I always get it now, is red toenails.
Red
I do
toenails.
have a tattoo on my foot, which then people go, or mainly, obviously men, oh, what's that on your foot? Oh, yeah, I know where this is going. But even in the shopping centre, like I'll be walking along, so I wear open-toe shoes all year round, and I'll get stopped by men going, I love your toes. I love your
God,
feet.
Simone, really?
Yeah.
You must have
red
amazing
nail
feet.
polish.
That is so
red
forward.
nail polish.
Hey, Simone, so when you're with these guys on the dating scene, and then if you're to hook up with them, what do they do? Do they just go to town on your feet, or do you let them?
They
What's the deal?
first of all, they do start with going down the leg, getting the foot, and then keeping it very PG, do all sorts of things with your feet.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Do they do things with your feet with just their head, or they don't involve any other part of themselves?
No, they involve all parts of the body. Yeah.
Well,
It's really hard to grip things with your feet.
Well, no, I've learned.
I've learned.
No, no. I think it's because they're manicured and they're red. It's the red that gets them, and the tattoo is just like what's that on your foot?
Yeah. So the tattoo lures them in. That's their entry.
What is the tat? What's a tat?
Oh, it's just a little symbol. When my husband left me, I said, it's got on there, I think I can, so I do, or something like that.
Right.
Oh,
and then it's got like little birds and...
You should get a foot tattoo.
Yeah, I thought I was just going to say, lick this.
Very interesting, isn't it?
I think I can, or something like that. I can't even remember now, but it's got like little birds and stuff on it, and they're like, oh, what's that?
Pretty.
Yeah.
You thought about making money out of your feet, Simone? Because they sound
I have, because, 50 single, life's tough, let's get on and show off our feet. And I've done it before where a guy had a foot fetish, and I even put them in the pool one day and went, oh, now I'm all wet. And I can't even imagine what that is for him.
I reckon.
flowers in between my toes.
Come on.
Imagine that.
Stop it. So there are people
Don't give up
listening.
too much info.
There are people
Some guys
listening,
like
Simone.
girls putting their feet into a bucket of spaghetti, and they love seeing
Yeah.
them like that squash spaghetti with their toes. Simone, if you ever get an OnlyFans up for your feet, we will interview you and promote it.
Yes.
Thank you, Simone.
I'm all for it.
People
All right,
stop her in
Simone.
shopping centres.
Look
That's
at
how good her feet are. We're going to call this next person. Sarah, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, Sarah.
Sarah, what can you tell us about feet?
Oh, look, I somehow managed to marry a foot guy, and it's actually been the most amazing experience.
Oh.
So he's a lot younger than me.
Yes.
Like decades younger than me, and he's extremely hot. And I was maybe on some, like, I think I'm okay, but maybe on some level I was feeling a bit insecure. But the fact that he, like on our first date, he clocked my feet, and I think he fell in love with my feet that day.
Yeah.
And it's been like this amazing experience where I've come to the realisation, like, parts of me might sag or change over time, but my feet are
Feet
probably
don't.
pretty much going to stay, okay.
Yeah.
Right? And the funniest part is, like, it's like he's got this relationship with my feet that is almost separate
I
to
know.
me. So, like, through the day, he'll want me to, like, take photos, like, pose my feet, take photos of them, text them to him. And when I come home at the end of the day, like, if I've been to the gym or if I've got, like, stinky sneakers on, like, the grosser my feet are, the hotter it
Yes.
is.
Wow.
That's
And
another
it
thing.
makes him just insane. He's obsessed with my feet. And no other woman can, like, hold a torch for him because I think he feels so comfortable being with me and doing whatever he wants with my feet. So it's just made our relationship, like, elite.
That is so interesting. Sarah, tell me, how long does a session with your feet last for him?
Look, honestly, if it were up to him, it would be all night long.
Does he neglect the top end of you, or?
No, he's very attentive to
Okay,
all of
great,
this stuff, but
great.
yeah, it's for him just to have some foot time. That's like
foot time?
apex level. That's like I'm
foot
done.
time.
That's all I need. Like I'm all good.
Sarah,
And the
that
nastier they are, the better he likes it.
That's so funny.
Sarah, the thing when you said that, over time you change and you get older and things sag
Yeah.
and whatever happens, but your feet always say that's bloody
Yeah,
brilliant.
my
isn't
feet
it?
are not going to really change that much.
no,
They're pretty much
no.
always going to be the same size.
So he'll always be like, be
Yeah.
passionate for you.
Yeah. So when
so he's like locked on.
when your feet are like, say, Jimmy, right? So you've just come back from the gym and they're sweating and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. We asked the question before. So he's down there having a great time with your feet. Then he comes up to say hello and wants a little kiss. Is that okay?
Look, it's pretty confronting. Although I don't think it's any more confronting than if he's gone down to the JJ town. Is it much more confronting? than that?
you're
I hear where you're coming from. I hear it. Thank you.
It has taken me a while, and I have to confess to you that, like, he also likes me touching his feet, and I've had to, like, embrace
Brace it.
Yes.
You've
getting
lean
friendly
into
with
it.
his feet. Literally, actually, leaning into
You're leaning-
Do people, do his friends...
becoming comfortable with that.
Do his friends know about his loving of feet, or is it a thing that's
No, I don't
private?
tell anyone.
This
Oh,
is
sorry.
like deep cover. This is
Deep,
Yeah.
deep
Nobody
cover.
knows.
This is so interesting,
Isn't it?
I could do
Thank
the
you,
entire
Sarah.
show on this.
$200 cash we're going to give away, and we are. It's going to go to you, Sarah, for telling us that
you
that
go,
story
Sarah.
really in depth.
You can buy heaps
everyone,
of
by the way.
Listerine.
Simone and Craig's stories were great as well.
Yeah, they were. But we've got nothing.
guys.
We've got nothing for
No,
them.
because I apologise.
But we love them.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Your free WA Day Festival is back over 2 massive days, June 4 and 5 at Burthwood Park. All details at waday.com.
Time to celebrate all things WA. But before you head to the WA Day Festival this long weekend, we need to see how well you know our state.
It's worth a $500 staycation. That's
Yep.
what it's worth.
It's pretty hard to snag this right from the front, but
I
if
know.
anyone can do it, Brendan can. Hey, Bren.
G'day, Nate. How are you?
Yeah, good buddy.
You can do this, Brendan.
Yeah, of course. Brendan needs to go out and explore WA.
Give it a crack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you will,
the
mate.
spirit, Brendan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to give you a one-word clue. We're going to tell you sort of what you're looking for as well. Today, it's an iconic venue here in Western Australia.
All right, Brendan, your first clue is garden.
What do you think it might
Garden.
be, Brendan?
Garden. Jesus.
Iconic venue.
Quick. Time's up, Brendan. I'm
Everyone will be
afraid.
getting around 3 seconds to give their answer, by the way.
Thank you.
Casey's in Belmont. Morning, Case.
Morning.
Hi, Case.
All right.
So your clue, Casey, for this iconic venue in Western Australia is New Year's Eve.
What do you think it might be, Casey?
Oh, I have no idea.
Didn't hear a word you said then.
She said she had no idea.
No idea.
Okay.
You have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Casey. Mel's in Swanview. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mel.
All right, we're looking for an iconic venue, Mel.
Yep.
Your clue is fire. What do you think it could be?
Perth Foreshore.
You're incorrect. But thank you for having a guess.
Yes.
It's not a venue, though, the foreshore, is it?
And I can't remember the year it was on fire.
Well, you could light a fire there.
At the Perth foreshore? Go on.
Not.
Go on.
I mean, you could.
Let's get down there for 7:30. Let's see what happens.
I didn't say you could do it legally. Laurie's at Atwell. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Laurie. Okay, you need to put these clues together. We're looking for an iconic WA venue.
Beer is your next clue. Beer.
Oh, my God. Love beer.
Of course.
What do you reckon? Quick.
Oh, God. I have no idea. Sorry.
No worries.
Thanks for playing. Justine, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Justine. So this is an iconic venue somewhere in Western Australia, all right? And your clue is TAB.
What do you think, Justine?
Fraser's in Kings Park.
It's not Fraser's in Kings Park.
I'm pretty sure Fraser's in Kings Park
doesn't have a TAB.
doesn't have a TAB.
Got married there.
I'm going to
Doesn't have
Fraser's to put on a bet. No one said ever.
I tell you
But
what,
that is great to have a guest.
if they do put one in there, Sean's
my
right
God.
behind it.
God.
Laura is in Alexander Heights. Morning, Laura.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Laura.
We're trying to figure out this iconic WA venue. Your clue is weddings. Where do you think it could be?
Sandalford.
Good guess, though.
An
Thank you for
iconic
guessing.
WA venue,
Yeah.
but it's not
Yes.
Sandalford.
Yeah.
Jess, hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
All right, we're going through our clues here, Jess. Your next clue is pizza oven.
Where is it?
I'll just say Araloon Botanic Gardens.
Lovely sport again.
But
Golf
thank you
course
for
is
having a
amazing.
venue ready
Yes.
for us to go.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Matthew, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, good, Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew, you get your very own clue because you're that special. You ready?
Oh, I love it.
Your clue is accommodation.
What's the venue, Matt?
Oh,
Quick.
no.
Nothing. Okay. Thanks for playing. Kim, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Kim.
Kim's defeated already.
You never know. Each
Kim.
clue.
Yep. So far, we've painted the picture of every venue in Western Australia.
Except for Fraser's, because it doesn't have TAB.
That's a great point. All right, Kim, to figure out this iconic West Australian venue, your clue is Southwest. What could it be?
Oh, no. Nah. I'll go with Rottnest. Not sure now.
It's a bit more specific than Rottnest. It's not Rottnest.
No, Southwest is a very important
Very important clue.
Because remember, everyone, this is not just Perth, this is Western Australia.
Simon's in Duncraig. Morning, Simon.
How's it going?
Hey, Simon.
Simon, there's a $500 stake up for grabs here. Would you need to identify this iconic WA venue?
The next clue, Simon, is beach.
What do you think?
I was going to go with Lewin Estate, but that one's just throwing me.
Okay. Yeah, right, because Lorna Estate's
Yeah.
not near a beach.
No. It's a great WA venue.
And great self-correction.
Yes. I don't know that they've got a TAB.
Right.
No, they haven't got a TAB
Hey,
yet.
guys,
Lorna Estate,
look,
been there.
Linda's in Morley.
Linda, hello.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Yeah,
Wonderful,
good,
Linda.
Good. You get your very own clue too, Linda. Yeah, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Surfboards.
What do you think it could be?
Oh, Margaret River.
No, we're talking venue. It's not
venue.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say the name of this.
Sean, you'll have to do this
Okay,
one.
the next clue. Next up, also from Morley, is Wendy. Hello.
It's actually as it sounds now.
Morning.
Hi, Wendy.
You want to do it?
Hello.
No, you're going to do it. Okay, Wendy. We're trying to figure out an iconic venue. So it's not a town.
No.
It's a venue.
Yeah.
Okay. Your
Next
clue?
clue is Nagilgi.
Where is it?
It sounds like an Irish pub, but I don't know.
Ngilgi?
No.
No, that's okay. Thanks for playing, Wendy. Justine's in Baldivis. Hello.
Hi.
All right, Justine. I'm going to give you a clue. That clue is yelling up. What's the iconic venue?
Definitely not what I thought it was. I was going to say the Guildford Hotel, but now that's not it.
No. Southwest probably gave it away. Yeah. Okay, we move on to Robert in Thornley. Hello.
Hi.
All right,
Hi.
Rob. We're just trying to figure out this iconic WA venue.
All right, Robert. Your clue is 6282.
What do you think it could be?
There's a place on the... There's a place on the highway, and it's...
What's it called?
What's it called?
Quick. You're running out of time. Quick.
Can't think.
Oh. Thanks for playing, Rob. Sophie's in Beaconsfield. Morning, Soph.
Hi.
Sophie. All right. Sophie, you ready? We're trying to figure out this iconic WA venue. All right?
Yeah.
Your clue is?
To be honest, we've run out of clues. So we're just doing a little bit of a Google to see if we can find something else.
I think I have it.
You think you know it?
What is it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think... Is it Kay's house?
Oh,
Thank God!
Oh, my God!
Thank God! Because we were Googling trying to find more clues.
Of course,
I was going to chuck dinosaur in there, like to refer to people living in caves.
Maybe bats.
But I thought that would have thrown people off.
Yeah.
You are,
Sophie, you've done
a
it.
hero, Sophie. Absolutely.
Obviously, Ngilgi is the name of a cave.
Yeah, so the cave, the reason why a cave's house came about is because the caves, Ngilgi caves, were the thing that got the people there, and they started digging them, and then they built the accommodation.
Unfortunately, nobody's mentioned those caves since, which is...
You go down, everyone goes down there.
Sophie, you did very well. You're our 17th caller, Sophie.
Yes, Sophie. We were getting scared. You've won a WA staycation package worth $500, Soph. Well done.
Oh, amazing.
And thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Otherwise, we'd still be going.
There's a lot of Googling happening there.
Tomorrow is our last round.
Okay.
Yes. And we promise you, someone will get that. Someone, tomorrow, I won't go into it, but tomorrow will be
Tomorrow the
easier.
answer is... Oh, okay, right.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We have Freo Sean Darcy in the house. We were just talking about his injury, but we had a conversation this morning, Nate, that everyone was getting involved in.
Yes, Das, we discussed the fact that Quentin Tarantino paid a stripper $10,000 so he could lick and suck her feet until they looked like prunes. And then we spoke to a lot of people this morning about whether they love feet or not. Where do you stand on feet?
Yeah, I'm not a feet guy.
You're not a feet guy? No. What size feet are you?
I'm size 14 and 13 in birth.
You would make so much on OnlyFans.
It's like that doesn't seem big enough for you. Your feet. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think
because Aaron
was 18.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're comparing
Guinness
to him.
Book of Records stuff.
Yeah, he had to.
So you've got delicate feet for your height. Yeah.
Oh, you could say that.
Yeah.
I think 14's pretty big, but that's all right. I'll take that.
14. And you have never thought about getting an OnlyFans account showing off your feet?
No.
That's weird.
He's doing all right for himself, Sean.
No.
He's doing a reno.
Footy players' feet, so they're not the best looking.
Yeah, they've been around the block.
Anyone on the team that are feet people that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Don't talk about it, obviously.
The feet mantle dockers.
When you are getting massage and stuff like that, do you like them going over your plantar fascia?
No, I hate it.
What's your plantar fascia?
It's
the muscle
yeah.
in your foot.
It's really good.
Well, the one that goes...
Kills.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
It's not fun. It's not fun. But
So
after the massage, it's really good.
Nathan.
But during the massage, you want to punch them.
Yeah. Are you flexible?
Flexible for my height.
Can you touch your toes?
Yeah.
Wow, it's so far up. That's amazing.
Yeah, I do.
That is good.
We've been doing Pilates for the last 2 years, which that has helped. So
can you do the splits?
No.
If I could do the split, do the splits, I'd love to be able to do the split.
Yeah, me too. Did anyone at the
You'd
club?
never not do them, Nathan.
You know of anyone?
No, none of the boys. Our Pilates instructor can do the splits.
Can you do the splits?
I reckon Fifey could do the splits.
Mate, remember when Van Damme could do the splits? And we
in
were
between
like,
the trucks?
Yeah.
All those people that can jump up in the air and do the scissor splits and then land on the ground. And it's like, oh my God, firstly, your penis. But secondly, that's very impressive. 11 days until your birthday, Sean Darcy.
Is it?
Yep.
There you go.
11 days.
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, the boys are over, so...
Oh, for your birthday.
Oh, they're there for that too,
yeah, we'll just be hanging out with them and they'll probably be drinking and I'll be sitting on waters.
Yeah.
Can't really do much.
You're rehabbing.
25 you're going to be?
Yeah, I'll be 25. Jeez, I'm old these days.
You're doing really well for 25.
Am I?
Yeah.
You bought a house, you're going to do a reno.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Doing a right
But in
for
footy
yourself.
terms, you're middle age, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. I still
But
think
middle
I'm
age,
18.
but Australia's talking about him. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone in Australia knows Sean Darcy, so you're right on track. They do.
No, there
What
you
are
go.
you talking about? Like, you're one of the best rucks, if not the best ruck in the competition, am I right?
That is true.
There you go. I'll take that. Cheers.
You're embarrassing him, Nathan. Embarrassing him.
Well, it's really good. A lot of people don't achieve something at their 25, and look at you.
Most of us.
You're killing it.
Sean, the momentum of Fremantle had over the last month has been outstanding.
Yeah.
So do you think the buy's come at a good time for you because you don't have as many games?
exactly.
But how do you feel about the team? And
The boys are playing really good footy, so that helped. On the
that
weekend.
midfield lifted, didn't they?
That was super, and Jacko especially in the ruck was unbelievable, and our forwards are connecting really well. They're looking really dangerous up there, so it's really exciting to see. I think we're just finding our feet. I think we've still got a lot to improve on. The bye's probably a bit of disappointing.
Yeah, hold that momentum. Is it a bit,
things like that?
Is it a bit disappointing when you do get injured fairly early in the game and then they go on to actually do really well without you?
Oh, no, that makes it so much easier. If we lost, I would have been shocking. But
it's nice for the ego to know that, they actually do need me.
Sitting on the bench, it's
Luke
pretty,
Jackson played
pretty
really
shocking,
well.
watching. So I was sitting on the bench, and usually, when you're on the bench,
got the bottom lip out.
Yeah, I was watching, and I got a tap on the shoulder, and they're like, "Jay, I was on the phone." I was like, I can't have done anything wrong. I'm sitting on the bench here. and he's just like, mate, I need you. Like, what do you see? Like, in the ruck. I was
really?
He was asking me, like, if I see anything, and I need to
that's
tell.
cool.
But I automatically thought I did
You're
something
in
wrong.
trouble.
I was like, oh, no, I can't have done anything wrong sitting on the bench. So.
It's going to your hammy really done.
Sean, has anyone ever, has anyone ever been on the bench, this might have happened back in the day, and said, I'm not coming if I'm not playing, and stay home? Has anyone ever done that?
So originally, back in the day, if you're on the bench, you came on in the second quarter. You weren't used that often, but you can't knock that back. You can. I've had guys that have knocked back being the emergency.
Yeah,
so the opportunity to play is still alive.
And they can say, no thanks.
Yeah, they'll go, oh, no.
I'd rather play for sure in the waffle than maybe play.
sit down.
Yeah, because some guys have just become that emergency for week in, week out.
And they're not playing any footy at all.
So you don't want to ever put the emergency hat on because it's hard to take
and
off.
you know what then the coaches say? Oh, look, no, sorry, you haven't played for 3 or 4 weeks. So
it's the worst
You're in no
job.
form.
Emergency's the worst job in the
Really?
NFL.
Yeah.
Like, your boys fly over. They've got to do the whole
sit
training.
around.
They've got to sit around. They've got to tape up, so they get all their tape in before the game, and then the siren goes, ball bounces, so they got to undo their tape, and then after the game,
Get changed.
After the game, they've got to run, so they do about a 6 to 8K session while all the boys are
Celebrating,
singing the song,
hopefully.
drinking beers and things like that, and they're out there doing this big training session. It's really tough because you've got 45 minutes until we're on the plane, so they've got to smash this out, and then it's a tough role you feel for the boys who are travelling emergency.
Is taping a hassle, is it?
Well, you sort of get in game mode and training mode, so you're like,
So once you're taped up, you're ready to go.
You know what it's like when you pull a tape off your your hair's pulling, you know, shave down those things. It's just an absolute
if it's
hassle.
for no reason, it's like, that sucks.
So we had a guy who was emergency one day, John Hutton. We were playing at the MCG against Essendon. In the warm-up, Scotty Waters, he blew a calf. So he blew a calf.
Well,
he tore a calf.
Footy has changed.
Should have seen his lips. No. Anyway, he's in the stand eating a pie, and they came and got him out of the stand.
He was eating a pie.
Hey, mate, you got to come down and put his boots on. Get out there. Like, Jesus.
Can I finish my pie?
Oh, back in the day,
Too
footy.
good.
No.
Well, happy rehabbing, Darth.
Yeah,
we'll
sure.
catch up
Thanks, guys.
next week.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The other day, we got the opportunity to catch up with Dave Fishwick. Now, he's the guy that the movie The Bank of Dave, which is in cinemas today, is about. It's his story.
Now, okay, the movie is brilliant. You got to go and watch it. It's really lovely. It's a feel-good movie, and to know that it really happened is so great.
Yeah, let's have a listen to our chat with Dave.
Oh, my God, guys, I cannot believe we're speaking to Dave from Bank of Dave.
Dave.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm so excited. I'm in Australia.
Yes. Oh, mate, we're excited too. Yeah. Obviously, Bank of Dave, your movie and everything. But you've been doing a lot of stuff for a long, long time. Writing books before we were able to see this Hollywood movie, doing all kinds of stuff on your TV.
Yeah, I work making documentaries. I love making programs that make a difference to people's lives. I mean, I get offered all sorts of programs, but I don't fancy going in the jungle or jumping off ski slopes or anything. But I quite like making a difference to people's lives, and we've been so lucky. We've been nominated for 3 BAFTAs, won a couple of them, got an RTS and half a dozen broadcast awards. So we've just about got the hang of it now, but now we're into movies.
Yeah, Dave.
So people that don't know about Bank of Dave, you're going to have to Google it and have a read because it is so bloody interesting. But basically, the 2008 financial crisis happens, and Dave looks around his own community and goes, wait, the banks aren't helping these people out, so I'd love to come up with my own bank. The problem is there hasn't been a new bank licence given in 150 years because of the amount of hoops that been made to jump through there. And also the model is so strange because Dave wants to use all the profits from the bank to give back to the local community.
That must have confused the banks, Dave. They wouldn't have known what was going on.
Unbelievable, Dave.
Such a foreign concept.
And Dave, I don't want to ruin the movie, but he does it, and the Bank of Dave is still going. Dave, you're a bloody hero.
Thank you so much. I mean, what we wanted to do is we wanted to help hard-working people and pensioners, and we wanted to help people get the best rate of interest on the high street. We then wanted to take that money and lend it to people who couldn't borrow from the high street bank. We wanted to lend to businesses who couldn't borrow. And then the profit, after the overheads are paid, we wanted to give it to charity. So I'm clearly a terrible person. That's why all the banking authorities wanted to lock me up.
Yeah, but Dave, that's the thing, though. Like, it's easy to say that, and you know, the angle of the movie, you're there to help people out. But, you know, as those bigger institutions, they're going to say, right, is there a sustainable business here? Is there a corporate structure that we got to, you know, all those things.
They didn't care about any of that, Sean.
And I know they want to keep you out, absolutely keep you out. But, gee, that mustn't have been easy.
No, I mean, we've been badly served by the big banks. I mean, we need change, we need challenger banks. And I tried to say that, and every time I run the Bank of England, they said the person I need to speak to are busy. How can they be busy if they haven't opened a new bank for 150 years? What's he busy doing? He's not in today.
Where is he? Dave, I know that so technically what you started is not technically a bank, and you are trying to still to this day get that license. Is there any progress on that?
Yes. So, in 2018/2019, we officially applied to be the first new high street bank. Yes. So we're in the process at the moment. So far, we've got the license to do everything that we're doing. So we hold the public's money. We've lent out over $60 million to thousands of people and businesses, and we've helped hundreds of good causes and charities. So we pretty much do what it says on the tin now. But what we want is the really, really big license so we can hang it on the wall.
Yes.
And that's the piece that we're going through the process now. And the Prime Minister spoke about me a couple of weeks ago on Prime Minister's Questions. He then asked his Treasury Secretary, Mr. Andrew Griffiths, to meet me, which he did. And Rishi Sunak did exactly what he said he was going to do. And everything's going in the right direction now. And the movie's helped enormously, and the momentum behind it's huge. But they know we can't carry on with these casino banks. I mean, there's been 4 banks go bust recently again, all over the world. We've got Silicon Valley Bank, Credit Suisse, Signature Bank, First Republic, and they're losing billions again. How's that happening again? You know, I'm scratching my head thinking, how's this happening again?
No.
It proves we need it.
David, it affects those banks that you just mentioned before. They have, it comes through in Australia. We're not immune to what happens in these big banks. They own so much.
People are fed up with banks at the moment. They're looking at record profits that banks are making, and they're looking at, interest rates being right. Anyway, it's insane. Dave, I want to talk about when you're trying to raise money, right? So you're trying to raise money because they had to make £12 million pounds to be able to get the license or whatever. So you've and the concert you put on with Def Leppard because they were in town recording. It's such a weird scenario. So that really happened, didn't it?
What happened is the Def Leppard thing was artistic. I think movie call it artistic license. But we did have to raise a lot of money, and it was actually more than what was going through the movie for. I mean, altogether. 12. Altogether it's more than 12. Wow. But we had to go to a lot of places to raise the money, and we did raise the amount that we needed. We put just to apply for the license is $5 million just to apply.
Crazy.
So you want to make sure that you've got your eggs in a basket. You know, it's just bonkers because it's just one size fits all. So I'm sure you've got the big banks out here like HSBC or Santander or Barclays. You'll have one of the big banks there. I have to have the same computer systems that they have. It's a one-size-fits-all.
Yeah, right.
And my argument to the government was, look, we need smaller community banks. We need challenger banks. We need community banks run by the community to benefit the community and not the bonus culture. People who rob banks go to prison, but banks who rob people get paid bonuses. And that has to stop.
Yeah.
You know, we need change. And what I'd love to see from the movies, and especially from listeners, from your radio show would be, if anybody wants to do something similar themselves, there'll be lots of entrepreneurs out there that want to do something within their community. So maybe they don't want to start a bank, maybe they just want to start a finance company where they can help local people. And there's lots of miners out here who've made money to put money back into their community. There'll be tons of entrepreneurs like them guys who want that to happen. And I'd very, very gladly come on the show in the future and speak to those about how they can go about doing something special, because if we start taking control of the community again, of each community across Australia, then we start not needing the big banks the same, and that's what needs to happen. And not just for finance either. It needs to be for energy as well. These big energy companies are making millions and millions in profits again, and yet people can't afford to turn the electricity on. They can't afford to fuel in the car. They can't afford to put the gas on. You know, it's just so wrong. But if we had communities right across Australia buying in blocks of energy, and then sharing the discount between them all, that would be wonderful. And just cut out the big guys at the top.
You're a disruptor, Dave. You're really changing things up.
You're disrupting the bank thing. Everyone's got to watch the movie, but the court case of when they're trying to sting you, the big banks, it was just unbelievable. Like,
they want to put me in prison.
It was unbelievable.
I think I'm a terrible person.
And then in court, they're talking about what he's doing. He's going, no, he's making profit, and then he's giving the profit to local community. They go, what is he here for?
Exactly.
Just on a technicality. So we know the Def Leppard thing, that was artistic license. The lawyer. So in the movie, the lawyer really comes to your local area, champions you, wants to stay there, falls in love. Did any of that happen?
Yeah, the lawyer. He's a great guy. And there's lots and lots of things. I mean, to be honest, there's so many things in the movie that we filmed it in Length of Day for real in the movie. We filmed in my house for real in the movie. That's my home. Yeah, that's my minibus garage for real.
Yeah, that's cool.
Burnley Market is real. And when Phoebe Deniver, who's Bridgerton's biggest star, when she came from Los Angeles the night before and flew through the night, we picked her up from Manchester Airport and brought her to Burnley, and she's there in Burnley Market having a chip butty with me on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. That was real too.
I love that,
That's
Dave.
amazing. Hey, Dave, with the charities that you support, and many of them through the journey, are you putting any of your money behind the local? Because everything's Burnley, right? So the Clarets.
Yeah, I love Burnley, centre of the universe.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're backing your team your local footy team?
Yeah. I'm a big sponsor to Burnley Football Club. I'm a big fan as well, and that's another football club that's batting above his average, I mean, you could put everybody in Burnley. There's about 70,000 people in Burnley. You can fit all those in Manchester United's football club stadium, and yet we've got a team in the Premiership. How cool's that?
Yeah. You could do a Ryan Reynolds and buy the whole club, Dave.
But you know what? I'd like to do what Ryan Reynolds. I mean, he's a proper movie star, isn't he? I'd love to do what Ryan's done, but maybe with a team even further back than Wrexham, maybe something like Colne Football Club or Nelson Football Club. Take one that's really, really, really having problems and bring them up through the ranks and get them maybe into the second division or something. I just think that'd be marvellous.
Can I just say, you just said Ryan Reynolds is a movie star. You're a movie star. You've had a movie made about you. Ryan Reynolds can't say that, Dave. That's unbelievable. Hey,
you know what?
Yeah, what?
When I got the phone call from Hollywood, like you do when you come from Burnley, and they said to me, Dave, I want to make a movie about your life. He said, my name's Piers Ashworth. So I Googled him, and he writes the Mission Impossibles for Tom Cruise. And, that don't happen to you when you come from Burnley, let me tell you.
Hey, another thing that I read about you is that Are you really going to give away 99% of your fortune so you
Yes,
don't burden
yes,
your
yes.
children with your money?
Well, I'm going to give over 90% away, and the reason I'm going to do that is my son's a frontline police officer, and my daughter works with animals. And the thing is, if you leave too much money to the next generation, it means that they don't have to go to work, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave them enough money to do anything, but not too much money to do nothing. It's very important that your kids and their children. I've got 2 grandchildren as well. I've got 2 little boys, and it's important that they can do anything but not nothing.
What's a sweet
I've seen a lot of people leave a lot of money to next generation wealth, and it's not good.
Okay, a million pounds. Is that
That's a lot.
I don't know
a
if
million
it's
pounds, but that's not like you can retire in the rest of your life.
I would
money.
think that you'd come up with a family trust where you're paying school fees and stuff like that, and
So
educational
it's ongoing.
sectors and whatever.
Yeah,
that costs
you want to leave all the things. You want to leave enough money in case they have a health problem. You want to leave enough money in case something goes terribly wrong. You want to you maybe help them buy a home. And my children at the moment, like I said, my son's there today. He'll be a front line. He's fighting the baddies there in the UK. And people say, well, are you not worried? Are you not scared? You can't wrap your children in cotton wool. He's out there fighting just like every other police. They're very proud of him. Yeah. And, the harder he works and the more he tries, the more I'll help. And I think that's important. The more they try hard, the harder you want to help, and that's important. I'm a big believer in helping, but not too much, because you don't want to create a destined wealth where they just don't have to do anything.
They're not contributing anything to society.
They need to contribute to society.
Yeah, agreed. Dave, can we talk about, you're a self-made millionaire. Can we talk about how you built yourself up from nothing?
From 16,
Sure.
Dave. From 16.
I was 16 years old when I left school. I had absolutely no qualifications whatsoever, nothing. I was on a building site as a builder's labourer earning $60 a week. How do you go from builder's labourer to building the first new high street bank for 150 years, and then Hollywood turn up and make a movie about your life?
So Dave,
it's a bonkers world.
Yeah, you're carrying cement and doing all that stuff. So after that, how did you go, no, there's more for me, and what was the next step?
The next step was I wanted to start a business. I loved business. I loved cars. But I thought, how do you start a business with no money? How do you get to the point where you want to be able to start something with absolutely nothing? How do you go from nothing to something? And I thought, right, think outside the box. So this is what we did. I thought, I want to get involved in cars. I didn't have the price of a gallon of petrol. So I thought, I'll go around all the car garages in the area and I'll find one that will let me take one of the old part exchanges away and bring them back the money after. And I did do. I found a place in Nelson called Bath Street Garage, and he let me take an old car away, and he wanted $140 returning for it, and anything over that was mine. So I took it away, I cleaned it up, I sold it, I then took him the money up, I kept the difference, and then week after week I did it again and again and again until I had enough money to be able to pay him up front, and then I learned another important lesson, that if you pay up front, you can then negotiate a much, much better deal. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
And then
mate.
went into the minibus business,
It went from one car to another, then from one van to another, and then you just never know when these opportunities come. But when they do, you've got to grab them with both hands, because somebody offered me a minibus, and I thought, I don't want a minibus. Have you no cars? And they said, no, I've got this minibus for sale. So I took the minibus, I scrubbed it, I cleaned it, I advertised it, and people kept ringing up. I'm ringing about the bus. And I thought, wow, eureka, buses. And today I'm the largest supplier of minibuses in the country. So let me tell you, that were a good decision.
Mate, you've just made many, many good decisions. Everyone's got to go and see Bank of Dave. I have to say, it's one of the most heartwarming films I've seen for a fair while.
Yes.
And the fact is, you get so much joy from it because you know it actually happened, and it's still happening.
And it's anything that's made in the north of England like that, the full Monty. It's got that vibe, the real working class story, rags to riches kind of stuff. It's a beautiful tale, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed being part of it.
Dave, we're going to have you on many more times.
Yes.
We'd love
to.
And we just love your accent.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Thank you, Dave. Is in cinemas today, so go and check it out. Thank you, Dave.
Hooray!
Bye, Dave.
See you, Dave.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
time for us to get out of here.
But before we do, why don't we give something away?
Oh, stop it, Nathan.
I know.
You're too generous.
Hey, everybody. Michael Bublé is performing live this Monday night. Shut up, Michael.
This Monday?
Yeah. At RAC Arena.
Yeah, this is the one he had to put off from the end of last year. Remember they had to reschedule it? It's happening.
Yes.
Where'd he go? Turn him up.
We've got 2 GA Bank West best seats to give away.
I know how you feel.
Let's hear it from Michael Bublé from the best seats in the house. Thanks to Bank West.
13, 24, 10. These amazing seats are up for grabberoonies.
Who are we giving to, Sean?
We are giving it to Caller 20.
Oh,
Caller 20.
What to do?
My favourite Michael Bublé song is him singing Spider Pig.
Yeah.
Spider Pig.
From the Simpsons movie.
Does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Those were the days.
When he swings from a web. No, he can't, because he's a pig. Look out for Spider Pig.
Tomorrow, about damn time, for Lizzo tickets, we're going to do it twice. We missed out today.
Oh.
We didn't have time because we're talking to JL. So
I know.
2 rounds tomorrow.
What a great Friday. 2 rounds of about damn time.
So we're going out with a bang. Plus, Cousin Tasman's going to join us about her
Certainly
new
is.
movie.
New movie, and the Governor. He's going to join us. The Governor of West
lovely.
Australia.
Now, guys, I don't know if you can feel the rays radiating from the
just
other
suddenly
studio,
got warm.
but Hot Ross is in there.
You're really jumping on that name lately, aren't you?
Like
Never let it
higher
go,
temperatures
Ross.
than the sun.
It is not hot in here.
Well, you bet you worked out before you came to work just so your muscles are glistening.
It's a sweet rig, Ross, I've got to say.
How many abs do you have?
Shut up!
No, do you have like 6 or 8 or 4 or what?
I don't know. Come have a look.
Nathan, you're in.
Okay, Instagram Live, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Get your gear off. Sam, I'll meet you in there.
No. Hey, great show. Sam's already in here.
Great show? Oh, is he under the desk? Interesting. His partner is away.
Check out your podcast, Banker Dave. He was brilliant. Not only an epic story, great character,
super accent,
and the feet people.
Because you really connected with that, didn't you, Ross?
No, I'm not into it. I'm not.
Yeah, you did. You told me you're hot for heels and not like shoes.
You're done. You are done.
Heels, he loves.
Cut him off, Ross.
You were done.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.